Hello and welcome back to another Monday, another episode 8. And today we're chilling.
Yep.
We're lounging back.
We're still here.
Sitting back, sitting pretty. Top of the table. 5 points clear still.
Sitting pretty.
Sitting pretty.
5 points, baby.
How's your weekend?
Oh, there was 5 points to my weekend.
Can you go through every single point?
Well, there was two Arsenal games.
Yeah.
There was 7 points in one other particular game, which we'll talk about. Yeah, well, look, who else lost? Spurs lost. Just loving life.
It was a great weekend.
Reece Nelson, that's my boy right there. That's right here. That's my boy. So, yeah, look, absolutely loving it. How you been?
Well, I you know what? Well, from a weekend perspective, other than football, I witnessed a marriage.
Oh.
Which was just divine.
Oh, isn't that divine love?
But I think better than that, I continue my love for the Arsenal Football Club.
Yeah.
Which is stronger than any other love.
He married the badge.
So, but today, what do we got? We got, like you said, 2 Arsenal games. All the games that we...
bunch of Premier League games. We didn't have any Europe, but we did predict 11 games last week.
We did.
So we'll go over those as well. But 2 Arsenal games and then all the other Prem games.
Yeah.
Anything
A
else?
pretty chill week, hopefully. We said that last week, didn't we? And
we
it
went
turned
flat.
out to be our longest episode ever.
Yeah.
It was pure waffle last week.
Legit as a waffle. So, yeah, we'll wrap this one up into a neat little bow pretty quickly.
Hopefully.
Nah, well, yeah, can't. Relax.
So, the oldest piece of news to talk about, I guess, was the Arsenal-Everton game.
Yep.
At home, kind of like us right now, pretty cruisy.
Yeah.
Pretty chill.
Legit, just
pretty
chill.
simple.
That's the vibe of the episode.
So, it was probably not as expect. Like, I didn't go into it thinking, we're going to thump them. Well, obviously, we'd played them a couple of weeks ago.
Look, I knew after we lost to them, we're not going to get them to come to our ground.
Yeah.
And we're not going to suffer because we're just going to be like, all right, Arteta's going to put it on his little whiteboard.
Yeah.
He's going to draw a little picture, and he's going to get the lads fired up, right?
Yeah.
So I wasn't really worried because I knew we had the facilities and we were better the first game, and we were just going to pretty much run all over them, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
I didn't expect 4-0.
No.
I'm very impressed with the 4-0.
No.
But,
It was great. It was a great performance. Clean sheet at home, which we don't get many of those.
That's
most of our
true.
clean sheets are away from home.
You know what? I was thinking we don't really get many clean sheets at all.
Yeah.
Like, I've noticed, 25 games in? And we've conceded a lot of just like dumb goals to concede.
Yeah.
We throw away our clean sheet.
Yeah.
But Ramsdale's got 11, which is more than I thought.
Yeah.
Which is
How does that stack up against everyone
not
else?
Quite, but just about half.
Pope probably is up there.
Pope's got 12. Ramsdale's got 11.
Okay. So, he's still battling for that.
Yeah. So
Golden Glove of the season.
he's absolutely pushing for it.
Yeah.
And with Newcastle, the way their defence is falling off, I think Ramsdale could go and get
you know
himself.
what? I probably do have to apologise to Ramsdale a little bit because I have given him a little bit, just a touch, bit of criticism. Yep. I think some of it might be fair. I think he, in the last couple of games, there's a couple goals he concedes.
He does. He has his moments.
Probably could have done better there.
He has his moments.
But
absolutely.
then he pulls out worldies all the time, doesn't he? So
versus Everton, he made a couple good saves.
Yeah. And then in the Bournemouth game, when
the
we'll
game
talk about
before
later,
Everton, he had nothing to do.
Yeah.
Was it?
Against Leicester, yeah.
Against Leicester, the 0.01 XG. Yep. And then against Bournemouth, he didn't go to sleep more than anyone else did.
No.
So, there's that.
No.
But, it's not really about Ramsdale, the Bournemouth game, but we'll get to that later.
And it was the first game, I want to say, that we saw a bit of a switch up front.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't think it was Leicester that it happened. I think it was this game.
I think we did in Leicester.
Was it? Did he?
I think we did in Leicester.
Oh, well, either way. Trossard at 9.
Yep.
Really Do you like
good.
it?
Really good.
Yeah.
He brings more of what Jesus brings.
Yeah.
For me. And he's just
more
to versatile.
That role of
he's
Jesus.
He's not... It's like Nketiah has been trained in that 9 role his whole life, right?
Yeah.
And Trossard's been a left winger his whole life. So Trossard's more inclined to go out to the left.
Yeah.
And Martinelli's happy to come inside.
Yeah.
So they got more free flowing, and as well that brings Saka into the middle a bit more. So it's
and you know what, I think that Brighton front line that Trossard played in the previous couple of seasons is pretty similar to what we are trying to do.
Yeah.
Like as in terms of it being a like deep lying forward.
Yep.
Like not a false nine, but where they do drop deep a bit. And so it probably is from a point of view of he knows what he wants in a striker.
Yeah.
He isn't a striker,
Yep.
but he knows what he wants from his striker.
Yep.
So when he gets told to go and play striker, he can do it because he knows what needs to be done. Whereas in Nketiah, like you said, he's been a striker his whole life. He has his own playing style.
And that's not against Nketiah either.
Not at all.
It's just
no,
different.
I think he's been quality when he's been playing. Probably not as many goals as
you'd
what we
really
needed.
like.
But they came from everywhere else, so it wasn't obviously an issue that we needed to bring up.
Yep.
But no, I think Trossard's been great at 9.
Yeah. I'm a bit concerned for his injury.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think it might be precautionary. I hope Nketiah's back for midweek, but because I do kind of want to give Martinelli a rest.
And I think midweek, because midweek is obviously our Europa League game, which we'll get onto later as well.
Yep.
But I think that sort of thing Nketiah is a cup player, isn't he? He always has been for us.
Yeah.
Like as in, yes, he's now getting the minutes, especially last season and this season in the
it's
league.
Brutal. It's brutal to say, but I think he's a cup player for us.
He's our Origi. I've always said that. I feel like he is because seriously,
Eddie Origi.
in Carabao Cup and FA Cup, he'd always bag.
He always bangs, yeah.
And then Europa League 2 seasons ago, I want to say he was getting good amount of goals. Like he was starting all those games, and even last season, he was still providing. I think in this Europa League campaign so far, he hasn't got that many.
Yeah.
But I think it's perfect for him. This Europa League is that for him.
Yeah, no, I agree. Europa League is just a good opportunity. It's always been a good opportunity to give him minutes, give the young players minutes, sort of thing. But how do you, if the season would end now, how would you rate Nketiah's performance in? Because he's only got 4 Prem goals, is it? Something like that.
Yeah. In the amount of, I think compared to last season as well, when he came in, and because he had that good remember that interview he did where he was like, I need to be starting games.
Yeah.
Like people are judging me based off, limited minute appearances off the bench. And of course I'm not performing because I'm not getting the time. Then there was an injury. He then got pushed in instead of Lacazette or whatever it was.
Against Chelsea.
Yeah,
he
scored
scored 2.
Chelsea, scored 2. Then went on and continued scoring game after game, and he was like, okay, fair enough. You've walked the walk. So
and now I feel like I've been a little bit underwhelmed since he's come in for Jay. Well, he started really well when Jesus got injured. And Nketiah came in, he banged 2 against United, and he kept up the press and really good. And then since then he's kind of been a bit shaky.
Yeah.
He's not offered as much as we know he can.
Yeah.
Although apparently he has been playing with an injury. So
yeah. Well, and then the thing now he's got a bit of a knock, and hence why he hasn't played the last couple of games. I thought it was just that he got dropped, but obviously a little bit of an injury. You asked me rating. I want to say, to be honest, I think because we're doing as well as we are as a team.
Yep.
His lack of contribution to goals and assists, I guess, isn't as apparent. Based on our season as a team, I'd give him maybe a 6.5, 7.
Yeah, I'm kind of inclined to agree.
But I feel like if we weren't doing as well, Jesus got injured, and he's only scored 4.
Yeah.
Then I would give him lower. Easily.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't think he's...
See, the thing was, with Jesus, he wasn't scoring as much up. Like, he had 5 or 6 goals, and then he didn't score for a while up until the World Cup.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he was doing everything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was the reason Martinelli was so good.
He was on the ball.
He was the reason Shaq was getting so many goals.
The game. Yeah,
he
exactly.
He just bought
he was making it for everyone else.
Lifted everyone.
And you know what? That's not taking away from Eddie as well, because he has had glimmers where he just is. There was he had that one turn against West Ham, which I thought that's his best goal of the 4 that he scored in the league. That was phenomenal. I love that so much.
Yep.
And he does those sort of turns all the time, and that's what he brings, right? There was one game where I remember a couple of weeks ago, Martinelli was struggling. he pushed out to the left for like 5-10 minutes.
Yep.
And he bossed it.
Yeah.
Like he got under
Nketiah.
the Nketiah.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was
I've
against.
said
to be
that as
honest.
well. I've said he would be so good on the wing.
On the wing, yeah.
Like,
We have a lot of
he's
good.
got all the attributes.
You know what?
remember-
I do not think we need to buy.
Do you want a message?
Oh.
My bad. Sorry, Siri.
I don't think that we need to buy wingers for a very long time.
I kind of agree.
Like I don't think,
I-
especially now,
Yeah.
because if obviously we have Saka, we have Martinelli, we have Trossard now.
Yep.
We have like we've just said. I think Nketiah can do a job out in the wing.
Yep.
If he's willing to.
I think right.
that's down.
I think Mikel eventually moves Martinelli to a 9, which is what he did when Trossard went off injured against Bournemouth. And he played well there. He missed a few chances, but he played well otherwise.
Yeah.
So if Martinelli eventually does become a 9, we'll need another top class winger. Whether you bring in Cozy Jiri if you want to,
and that's what I mean is that you,
or if you want to buy like that Rafinha, that Dembele, like the next level sort of winger.
If we're really trying to push, but really like we've got Saka and Martinelli. If there's issues to them, we've got Trossard on the left. We've got Emil. That's why I just forgot about Emil somehow.
How?
I don't know how.
No, I'm more inclined to put Emil central as well.
Yeah, and that's the thing is we've got so much. I feel like we actually really do have depth.
Yeah.
Now it feels like, okay, these players are coming back from injury. These are, we like Jesus is still there, ready to come back. Emil's just come back. Fabio Vieira can play right wing if he wants to. You've got Nelson who just dropped a performance on the weekend.
Honestly,
on his first game back.
I forgot about Nelson. Bring him in.
That's what I mean.
Bring him in.
Get him out on the wing.
See how good he was on the left wing?
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get to that. But yeah.
But talking about Saka.
Yep.
And out on the wing.
Mm-hmm.
Another.
Is that finish?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what you said with the Nketiah turn against West Ham.
Yeah, similar
I think
to that.
Saka's kind of adopted that.
Yeah.
It's the ball into feet, touch, and push it forward, turn, push it forward with his other foot.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. It was really good.
The weak foot top bins, it's kind of his trademark now. He did it against Leeds. He's done it against who we play Everton. He did it against Everton. He did it against Leeds earlier this season. I swear he's done it before as well this season.
Yeah.
He's done it 3 times.
But that, it reminds you of that. There was the clip going around after he scored that of the Lacazette goal.
Yeah.
I believe it was against Cardiff.
Yeah. The
that
touch.
he scored where he's turned and just slammed it top corner near post.
That was one of my favourite goals too.
It really is.
From Lacazette because he was so good at that.
Yeah.
Just a touch turn, shoot from tight end.
Yeah. But no, Saka's adopting a lot of different traits now.
He's more versatile now.
He's unpredictable, I feel like.
Yep.
And he brings that different dimension because he just runs at players.
Yep.
Like you constantly, if he gets the ball, he isn't just going to stand there, wait for a player to overlap him. Yes, he does it every now and then, but he doesn't stand there. He still goes at the defender.
Yeah.
Then maybe, plays in Tomiyasu, Ben White, whoever.
Yeah. But it's the unpredictability because we say it was on his weak foot that he scored that, but he doesn't really have a weak foot.
Yeah.
Like you see more and more he's going to the byline and crossing with his right.
Yeah.
When defenders are trying to push him that way because they're like, oh, he doesn't have a weak foot. But then he goes that way and he gets a good crossing. So it's like... And then, he's always got Ben White on the overlap, which I feel like Tomiyasu didn't have the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Him and Tomiyasu don't have the same understanding. So
we'll touch on that later as well. But Tomiyasu, I thought, the last couple of games when he hasn't started as many games lately.
Mm-hmm.
Did start in this game.
He did.
Did also start in the Bournemouth game.
Yep. Taken off both times for Benny Blanco.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's much needed rest. I think Tomiyasu will then start again versus Sporting.
Yeah.
And then Ben White will come back.
Yeah.
In the
Prem. I can see that as well, actually.
But it's good rotation.
Yeah.
And luckily it's not cost us, which is brutal to say because Tomiyasu is a good player.
And he was one of our most consistent players.
Maybe he's just not as sharp. Currently he's lacking the fitness.
Yeah,
sharpness,
before his
whatever.
injury. But yeah, I thought Everton were surprisingly not as good as what they were. Well, maybe not surprisingly.
Yeah, maybe not surprisingly, honestly.
But the game again, obviously the game that they played against us and beat us at home was their first game with Sean Dyche.
Yep.
New manager bounce seems to have gone away pretty quickly.
Yep. Yeah, even on their
bounce.
second game, I think they lost their second game.
Yeah, and then the game they had Merseyside derby at home.
Yep.
obviously to Liverpool, lost 2-0. It seems to be great win for them against us, but I don't know. They look to be struggling.
They're 17th, 18th
18th now.
Yeah.
So
they still
and we covered last week. I think they've got some really tough games coming up.
Yeah.
So who knows where they'll be like and what
the
position
future
they'll
holds
be,
for
because
them.
there's not much between 18th and 20th. It's not like there's one team that's like set to go down.
I think there's 1 point between.
I think if Bournemouth were second last when they before the start of when they played us
when they were playing us halfway through the game they were 2-0 up. They were out of it. They were 17th.
They were 16th. I think.
Yeah.
I think they were even higher.
Yeah.
Which just shows you that what have you got? You got between West Ham and Bournemouth. Actually, we'll go to Leicester. So from 15th to 20th, there's 3 points.
Yep. So it's anyone's game. The title of relegation.
Really, it's and that's scary for Leicester and West Ham. I think is that if they slip up for 2 or 3 weeks,
because they're two good teams as well.
Yeah, exactly.
They They should not be there.
Another 2 teams we'll cover later.
Yeah,
from a separate topic.
Yep.
But yeah, there's some big teams there that could look to go down. I think even Leeds is like.
Yeah.
I think you've got 4 teams there that. Really? There's actually not. Wait, so out of the teams that came up, you've got Fulham, Forest, Bournemouth. Bournemouth's the only one
looks to be going back down.
I'd say Forest is... I think they're doing not bad. I think they're cruising, getting points along the way, and they look to be staying up. Fulham obviously doing as well as they are.
Yeah.
But I think Bournemouth looks to be the only one that could go down. And all of these teams that are in that 4th or 15th and below are Premier League regulars, really. Yep. Southampton have been in it for years. Leicester obviously have been in it for years.
Everton, I don't think have ever been relegated. It's Arsenal and Everton have never been relegated. So it'll be, well, I won't actually be that sad to see him go, honestly. But
now that Everton is basically Burnley, I wouldn't.
One of the founders going. Look, anyway, back on the game.
Yeah.
Because I did want to just mention really quick 3 massive performances.
Yeah.
Because Zinchenko against Everton. Because he got the assist for Saka's goal, the first goal. He was in the right back position for whatever reason, played it through to Saka.
Yeah.
And then he got a pre-assist for the other 2. Martinelli's second, the last goal of the game. He put the ball through for Nketiah.
Yeah.
Nketiah squared it. I can't remember what the other one was, but he was just so good. He made so many chances.
That's always the issue when we have 2 games in the week. Hey, you think about the latest one, and then you just forget everything that's happened in the previous game.
I'm impressed I remember that much, to be honest. But the other one, Partey came on. Jorginho was ill.
Yeah, half time.
Yeah, half time.
So we didn't really know at the time that he was ill.
He was just ill. I think it was because he was on the bench for Bournemouth.
I presumed there was an issue of some sort because I thought.
I honestly think he was just ill.
Yeah. Oh no, probably.
But yeah, so Partey came on and was so good.
Yeah.
He's the reason we scored 3 goals in the second half.
Yeah, we did.
He's the reason. He just made it happen.
Yeah.
And then Gabriel. Huge defensive performance again.
Massive.
When are people going to start saying...
He needs to be up there with shouts of people outside Arsenal.
Yep.
Look at Saliba and go, yeah, he's the guy.
Yeah.
I don't think Saliba is
Gabriel has been better than Saliba this season.
No.
Yep. Gabriel has been better than Saliba.
And I think Gabriel, people give the praises to Botman, Cher.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you not watching Gabriel?
Well, obviously not, because he's genuinely...
Yeah.
His one-on-one defending is incredible. He's kept his head a lot more. Yeah. His recovery pace is incredible.
Yeah.
His decision-making has been so good. He's just... He gets his head on everything. He hasn't scored as many this season. Yeah. That's fine. We've had goals come from other areas. But it's just... He's just impressed me so much. And the Brazil squad came out. And he wasn't in it.
Yeah.
And he tweeted.
And he deleted it, didn't he? He deleted it pretty quick.
He said I think new sport being basketball.
Yeah.
And you assume that would have been because of he didn't get picked. But there has to be something in that because Martinelli didn't get picked either.
Yeah.
But Richarlison did. Man like Dick Arlison. Moving swiftly on.
Nah, that's just, no goals.
Dick Arlison has got 2 assists in 22 games. Yeah. 0 goals.
There's something there. And you know what? I really hope it's from just a point of view of Arteta being like, no, you're not going. I'd rather it be that. I really hope it's not just selection. They go, yeah, we'd actually rather Richarlison. Okay, provided, right, yes, he had a phenomenal World Cup performance, Richarlison. Well, phenomenal maybe not. But
for one goal, yeah, sick.
But, like, no, he was their top scorer.
Oh, yeah, but that one goal.
In the world, but yes, but the one goal. Yeah. And so from that point of view, probably fair that he got chosen.
Yep. It's like Pickford, right? He always goes for England, despite how shit he might be for Everton. Yeah, because he's so good when he.
I'd be keen to see him start for England next year when Everton are in the Championship.
He so will though.
He absolutely will.
Despite Ramsdale winning the title, making massive saves.
You know what? This season is probably going back on the clean sheet Golden Glove thing for this season. If it comes down to Pope and Ramsdale, whoever,
that's true.
Maybe it'll be whoever wins it.
That's true. I forgot
because Pope's technically third choice.
Yeah,
but it's like also okay. Well, he's had a phenomenal season. Ramsdale is also there. There's only one clean sheet between them.
There's something ironic about that. There's the top clean sheet. Number one, he's got the most clean sheets. Number two, second most clean sheets. They're both English, and then all the way down here, Everton in big old 18th. Yep. Their keeper's starting.
Yeah,
yeah.
Look, it's a bit weird, but. At the end of the day, we can't do anything about it.
At the end of the day, it is what it is.
But we know we've got phenomenal players.
That's what I thought as well when I saw the Brazil squad. Is maybe Arteta's just kind of said, well, hang on, lads, just go like after the season. Yeah, this is a useless friendly.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, lads. Yeah. Like we are trying to win a title. There's so much more at stake. If you go and get injured, it just ruins the whole season. So just stay with us. But then it throws you off because Gabriel wouldn't have tweeted that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like...
But also, maybe not. Like, maybe they hadn't have chat to him really about it. Like, you never know, really. And also, it might be a good thing that they're... Like, yes, Arteta and Edu may have decided, no, don't go to this one. Yeah, it's just a friendly sort of thing.
Yep.
But, I think for them, surely this league is a bigger focus than maybe for Martinelli. Maybe for Martinelli, no, because I think he's got his spot more than Gabriel.
Yeah,
but I don't know. You never know, really. It's tough with international football.
You never know. Although the one thing I do want to say is that when the England squad gets released, I hope Saka's in it. Because I'm going to England versus Italy.
Oh yes, you are, aren't you?
In Italy, I'm going to see that game. And the only reason I want to go is to see Saka. I don't think Ben White will make it. Ramsdale will make it, so maybe I'll get to see Ramsdale.
Yeah, true. Yeah, hopefully. That'd be nice, actually.
But if they do a walk-around stadium at the end...
What's that for? Is it just a friendly, the England-Italy game, or is that a...
I think it might be a qualification game.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure. Yeah. Either way, I just want to see Saka, my boy, boy score. Anyway, on to the next game. Arsenal versus...
Well, do we want to talk about the... Do it in order of Premier League?
We can.
All right.
Actually, what I want to say, I think before this game was played, or maybe after this game was played, we secured our stay in the division.
We did secure our stay. We cannot be relegated from the position that we are in.
We can no longer be mathematically relegated.
Which is just phenomenal. Another season in the top flight.
Another season. Move. Never been relegated.
Yeah.
We stay winning.
Yeah.
Love.
Perfect.
Anyway, as you were, sorry. Just wanted to get that in there.
So, first game of this weekend's lot was a very big one, actually.
It was.
Man City Newcastle.
Oh, it didn't play out as big as we kind of hoped it would.
Not at all. Newcastle bottled it, didn't they?
Yeah.
For the third week in a row, really.
Yep.
Actually, I want to say who else bottled it. We mentioned before Botman and Cher. Being given the props that they are with Newcastle. Mm-hmm. Cher didn't show up.
Yep.
He didn't even play.
Yep.
Don't know what's up with him. Maybe he got injured, but still. He did what Partey did last week. Just decided he wasn't playing.
Just like, nah.
Or just ghosted the game.
Nah, fair.
So, biggest game of their season, really.
No, I was disappointed. I was actually really disappointed watching this. It was a great opportunity for Man City to drop points.
Yeah.
And Newcastle they had plenty of chances.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, they had so many chances. Like, I think there was one, Callum Wilson, he had one come across. It may have come to him a bit slower than we would have thought. All he had to do was side foot it in, and it hit the bottom of his studs. And then there was one, Isaac, came over to him, and he just missed the ball.
Yeah.
And it's just, they had so many good chances.
Yeah.
Although Isaac, despite missing a few chances, he made a few. He was really good when he came on. he was causing them all sorts of problems. But
Yeah. So Newcastle have now not scored in 3 games because there was the Carabao Cup final that they didn't score in.
True.
But they've lost 2-0 in every game in the last 3 games, which, to be fair, has been against Man City, United and Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
However, they played Bournemouth the week before Liverpool, so 4 games ago.
Yep.
Drew 1-1.
Yep.
Beat Southampton 2-1. So, I mean, they're there and they're getting, they are still scoring, but I feel like they're struggling to score when they need to.
They're dropping off a little bit.
Yeah. And their defence isn't as good as what it was. So take away your praises to those 2 centre-backs.
And Trippier, we said he's been so good, but he wasn't. So
no, yeah, and I really thought Newcastle would be better in this game, but
we hoped more than anything.
Yes,
really.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna have to do it ourselves.
But it looked like another really comfortable kind of win for City.
Yep. Pretty comfortable, yeah.
Pretty comfortable.
Foden scored a good goal.
Yeah.
Who scored the other one? Bernardo.
Yes.
As soon as he came on, just after Newcastle had a good chance, Bernardo scored. So yeah. Look, that's fine. That's fine. We'll do it another way.
Yeah. Exactly.
We'll get an 8-point lead.
At the end of the day, they're behind us. So as long as we continue to win games,
just
get points,
push on,
then their results don't matter to us.
Yeah. And that
was
was
a bonus.
That was an interesting thing Bernardo did his post-match press conference.
Yeah.
And what was it? He said he's like, "Oh yeah, as long as we just keep winning games, we know Arsenal we're gonna fall off and we'll win the title." I don't actually think
Did he say that?
I don't think he said Arsenal will fall off, but he was like, "I know we just keep winning games. There's nothing anyone can do, and we'll push on and we'll do what we do.
Push for the title. Fairs.
He said and we'll win the title." And I was kind of like, bro, someone tell this guy we're 5 points clear.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you know what? At the end of the day, like, it's that sort of kind of confidence and, try and get into the heads of... Because really, like, we are new to this position that we're in right now, right? So the best that they can do is try and put us off.
Yeah.
Right?
And so
they have had that position.
I suppose looking at it, right, we were in this position last year, but for a top 4
Yes.
race.
Yeah.
And we bottled it hard.
And we did bottle it.
So they're probably like, oh, well, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Which everyone's been like since fucking September.
Yep.
So
we just got to continue to trot along. We got 12 games left of this season.
Yep.
Tough games in there, for sure.
Absolutely.
But
we have a really tough run coming up in April. So
yeah. So, who knows what's going to... But this is the thing about Man City is that they, throughout this entire season, they have dropped points when they probably shouldn't have at all, really. Is obviously drew to Bournemouth a couple weeks ago, which was just... I mean...
Yeah.
Like, it just shows you...
Yeah, who draws to Bournemouth? Jeez.
It just shows you, really, that... yes, they are a force, and they are pushing us for the title. But they have slipped up many more times.
At the end of the day, it's the Premier League.
Yes, exactly.
Every team's got their own merit. They're all good on their day. So it's just it depends who shows up when.
Yeah, exactly.
And everyone's capable of taking points off one another. So
yeah,
as much as that applies to City, it also applies to us.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Next game we'll do. We've got here Brighton West Ham was a massive game in terms of scoreline. 4-0 thumping at home for Brighton.
Yep.
Is pretty nice.
Just last week, wasn't it? West Ham scored 4. Was it last week?
2
weeks ago, potentially. But either way, they scored 4. Now they're holding 4. It's just it was really good from Brighton.
Yeah,
pretty just.
Oh yeah, it was
easy.
Probably one of their best wins of the season.
Yep. Although I was surprised a surprising stat in there. They scored a corner.
Yes.
Which made their first corner of the season that they've scored. And the first corner of the season that West Ham had conceded.
Yeah.
It's just what
that
a
was
stat.
Like when we had last season,
we didn't concede
really
to
good corner.
Like the 30th game or something.
And I think it was Southampton or something that scored a corner against us and like that. It was that same sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which, but yeah, so you've got, are Brighton pushing anything for you? Like, as in, are they what position are they pushing for you? reckon?
Well, where are they? Let me just run up the table real
They are
quick.
sixth, I
Because you
believe.
did say they'd finish top 4.
Eighth. Oh,
They're
wow.
eighth,
Oh, really?
but they've only played 23 games.
Yes, so they have a couple games,
2
and they
games in hand
actually
on Liverpool, who are in 5th. 3
Yeah.
games on hand on Spurs, who are in 4th, and they are 7 points
clear.
behind Spurs.
So you know what? They could, if they go and win all 3 of those games,
They'd
they'd
be
jump
top
Spurs
4.
and they'd be top 4. Which, what did I predict?
Well, yeah. Anyway, so but well, we don't actually know which ones their games in hands are, but they've got Leeds, Palace United coming up. So
Yeah.
six
not bad,
out of
huh?
9 points.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
I'm
I
interested.
am too.
I will
am
be keeping
too.
tabs.
But for West Ham, it is like we said earlier. They're down in that bottom 5, aren't they? That really close
Yeah.
battle of the relegation zone.
And at what point do you say it's time?
Time to move on.
Is it
Time to move on for Mr.
disband
Rogers.
Moyes boys?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Moyes. I don't know why I
Well,
said
Rogers
Rogers.
as well, but
Rogers. Well, later on.
yeah. Is it time to disband Moyes boys and just
Yeah.
get someone else in?
Yeah.
Any
Yeah.
ideas who you'd bring in?
That's a really good question. Oh.
Yeah.
That Aussie bloke. What's his name?
What's his name?
Ange Postecoglu.
Angelo.
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo Postecoglu, because he's an artist.
Yeah. Oh, because he's a mutant.
He's a
He's a mutant ninja turtle.
He's
Yeah, he's currently obviously Australian manager or ex-Australian
ex-Australian manager.
Australian national team manager.
Got us to round of 16 in the
Yep,
World Cup
yep.
once upon a time.
Yeah. Back in the
He dominated the Japanese league,
Yep.
much like the former protege you might know, Arsene Wenger.
Yes.
Um,
It seems to be a trend there actually.
And then he went to. He's in Scotland currently.
Yep.
Scotland, and
Scotland.
he's
He's doing what Steven Gerrard. Well, he could do. He did, didn't he?
Well,
Steven
no,
Gerrard?
he's
he did. I
with-
was going to say what he couldn't do, but he
he's
did.
with
didn't
Celtic.
he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's brought Celtic back.
They're top. I think they're pretty
They are top.
clear as well.
I've got some stats here. I'll read off these stats because I did some little bit of research.
Yeah, good on you.
So, he just won the League Cup with Celtic, obviously,
Really?
against
They win the-
Rangers.
Yeah,
Against
okay.
Rangers. So I'm pretty sure it's the League Cup. He's won 25 out of 27 games in the league for Celtic,
Oh Jesus!
which is and there's one draw in there, one draw, one loss. So he's dropped 4 points this season in 27 games.
That's incredible.
Out of those 27 games, he scored 87 goals. Well, not he, obviously, his team.
No,
and he's
he scored 'em.
conceded only 19. Right?
That's nuts. I didn't
Yeah.
know how good
Yeah.
the season's been for him.
Yeah. So
Bro, get him in like
he,
ASAP.
I believe he, out of the last 15, he's won 14 of them. And the one that he didn't was a draw.
Okay.
That's in all comps. His last loss in the league was early September.
Yep.
Of last year. And this is another piece that he is on track. If he continues in the way that in the way of how Celtic are performing, that he will beat the league all-time tally record, or points tally record.
What's that? How much is
103 points. They have
How many games
of
they
this
play?
league, right? Of this league, they've got 6 games left, right? So they play each team 3 times.
So 36.
And there's 11 other teams. There's 12 teams in the comp. They play each team 3 times.
So
33
33
games.
Yep.
Right? So there's 6 there, which will put them on 90-something, right? But then they go to a table format. They do that little weird... They halve the table. They split the table in half, and they do... So those top six in the league go to a different playoff.
Yep.
Which they play off for the European spots in the league.
Yeah.
They play 5 games, so 1 against each team,
Yep.
right? And then the last 6 go to play a relegation
same
playoff,
thing, yeah.
right? So they have 6 games of the standard league left, plus 5 of the promotion, which that is how they calculate how many. So they play 38 in the end.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Fair. That's good.
So and if they do that, they'll end up with 109 if they win every single game from now to then.
My God, that
So they have 6 points.
smashes the record too.
They can only drop 5 points in the next 11 games.
That smashes the record.
It does. It does.
They've only
Really?
dropped 4 points
They've dropped
in
4 points.
27 games.
So, and the team that
they've got 11 games.
I believe it's
to not
Celtic
drop
that
5.
hold that record from 2002.
Jesus.
So, which I was interested to see also, how, because obviously they're unbeaten. There's actually been 4 teams that have gone unbeaten in this league. Obviously, both been Celtic and Rangers.
87
But Rangers did it
goals.
last season, where they won 33. No, they won 32 and drew 6.
87 goals.
Yeah. 87 goals is ridiculous in 27 games,
Kyogo Furuhashi.
That's almost 4 goals
Did he get him from...
per game.
Did he get him from... Yeah, he
From
probably
Japan.
bought him from the Japanese.
If you look at his entire squad, right, I'm pretty certain that a quarter of them are Japanese.
Low key, Ange is the reason Japan did so well.
Absolutely. I think he absolutely played a part, and now he's bringing across those players into the Scottish League, and they are absolutely demolishing it.
Fair
They
play.
are ruining the league.
So, to get back on track here, does he go to the Premier League? Does he fit in the Premier League?
Does he fit in the Premier League? I think... well, I don't know. To be honest, I actually don't really know his style all too much.
Yeah.
I don't want to judge him. Obviously, really, the only games of his that I've watched is for Australia.
Yep.
Which was, obviously years and years ago. And to be honest, I mean, I think the Australian team isn't really something to base off.
Yeah.
I feel like that's I don't know. I don't want to judge him based off that.
Yeah,
right.
It is hard to judge him off that,
but I think for sure he could come in and do it and get Leicester to, I think if you brought him in now, Leicester would absolutely be safe.
It'll either be Leicester or West Ham.
Yeah, but he wouldn't leave until the end of the season, really.
Yes.
Because obviously, he's got all these things that he's able to push for, and obviously, it's not a transfer window.
Yeah,
or
that's true.
And there'd be a massive, massive clause to Celtic that Leicester would have to pay if they wanted to bring him in, or even West Ham, like we were saying. Oh, sorry, we brought it up with West Ham, but we're now talking about it with Leicester as well.
Yep.
Because, we can move on to it, actually.
The Leicester game.
The Leicester game.
But they did
Southampton
hold
versus Leicester.
Another L.
Where they've allowed bottom of the league Southampton to keep a clean sheet against them.
Yep.
And beat them.
Yep.
It's a very, very poor result from a Leicester who actually have been quite poor in the last couple of games, haven't they?
Well, yeah, they have.
It was the 1-0 last week against us.
I think Maddison came back for this game. I think he
was back a couple of weeks.
I think he hit the bar or something.
Yeah.
In this game as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I really thought he'd turn him around kind of thing, but not as of yet.
No.
So it's interesting to see him lose to Southampton. So it's
Siri's just
she wants to get in on this, but new feature on the podcast. Siri.
Yeah.
First guest. No, I think it's just not great from Leicester, and they're not really showing signs of improving. So it's
no, and I think that both them and West Ham are two of the biggest teams down there in that relegation zone battling. I think one of them, really, Rodgers has been there for a long time. Hasn't worked this season. Same with Moyes. Moyes obviously did really well last season with West Ham. But it's not working for both of them, and I think if they want to confirm that, I feel like a change of manager is needed at both of them.
Yep.
And as much as Postecoglu would be an amazing pickup for both teams, it'd be very difficult to do at this point of the season.
Yes.
I
don't think
there'd be
he
a
would,
massive payout to Celtic.
As you said, he wouldn't leave Celtic right now.
No.
At the end of the season, you're probably in with a chance, but do either of these managers make it to the end of the season is the thing. So.
Yeah, exactly. Other games we've got Wolves versus Spurs. You can only laugh, can you? Like
Adama Traore. It's the battle of City's bogey teams.
Yeah.
Wolves and Spurs. And Adama Traore, the man who trumps them all, is just he comes out and scores.
Yeah, I think it's his first.
What a goal!
I can't remember the last time he scored. Obviously, he was at Barca, but I can't remember if he's scored since he's been back. Before this,
you know what? Just to get back on Ange Postecoglu for a minute.
Oh, to Spurs.
To Spurs.
That's a shout. As much as I would hate it, to be honest, I would not want him to go to Spurs.
Conte is leaving at the end of the season, right? Like we all know,
that's a shout.
He's basically gone. Like, what if he goes Spurs?
I hadn't thought about that.
He's got the credentials.
The issue is, though,
why would he
is
not
that
go Spurs?
maybe it'd be at the end of the season as well, but they could be up for him.
That'd be a good project manager.
Yeah, it would. I think the only
kickstart,
reason
change their
Spurs
whole-
would move on from Conte is if they don't make top 4 or Conte leaves.
I think Conte's got half a foot out the door.
Do you
He's
reckon?
been in Italy the last couple of weeks.
Well, yeah. You might go back to Milan this week and be like, I think it's time for me to come back.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry.
And
I said
that's
I
a good
left
point.
because
You know what? He could go back to Inter, to be honest.
Didn't he leave Inter because they didn't give him money?
Yeah.
And he went to Spurs. Like the team that's never going to back you.
Yeah, exactly.
It just
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. Clearly he's not a very bright lad, and they gave him a lot of money.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Not a lot of money to spend, but
Yeah.
they gave his bank account a lot of money.
Yeah, that's all they need
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's a really good shout, actually. Postecoglu to Spurs. I would say no to it, as in I would never want it to happen. I don't want
Yeah.
to see him go to Spurs.
I think that'd be a great move for him.
But for
us,
Spurs,
as
it would
Arsenal
be
Australia fans,
yeah.
it would kind of hit in here a little bit.
Yeah,
But
I actually think that'd be a really good pickup.
I honestly would love to see him go there.
I feel like there's not many managers on the market that are good though. Hey, like that are probably willing to, like, as in big managers
To
who
go to
could come
Spurs.
to like a top 8 side.
See, I feel like a project manager is what Spurs need now.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
They've had two of the
Pochettino was a project manager.
and he
was
took them to a
phenomenal for
Champions
them.
League final.
Yeah, exactly.
But they've had two of the most serial winners in the game.
Yeah,
Which
it hasn't worked out.
yeah,
Which, I mean,
Jose
realistically,
Mourinho
you
and
can't,
Antonio
you
Conte.
can't actually remove DNA from a club. Like, you can't do it.
Everywhere they've gone, Jose Mourinho and Antonio Conte, they've won
As much as you want to try and do it,
Spurs
you
got
can give
knocked
someone
out
the
of
best,
the FA
the
Cup
best
too.
antidote.
Yeah,
It just doesn't happen.
it's
When
just
it's in your
there's no
DNA,
cure.
you can't change it.
There's no cure to bottling.
No.
It gets better over time,
Yeah.
but
But obviously, so
Maybe it
Spurs
doesn't.
are still 4th.
I think if Chelsea were to move on from Graham Potter,
Yeah.
go to Spurs.
Mm.
Absolutely go to Spurs.
Yeah.
Just someone who can instill their own sort of DNA.
Yeah.
Just try and merge their own DNA with the Spurs. Bring Poch back, like
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
someone who's going
What's
to
he
work
doing now?
with limited resources.
Because he's not a PSG. He's got
gonna get the
nothing
best
now,
out of
hasn't
play.
he?
Yeah, exactly.
Get him back.
Yeah,
Bring
legit.
him back. He's the best thing that happened
He
to you
might
guys.
go Chelsea and
Yeah.
that could be a shout.
Yeah.
Poch could go Chelsea and then Potter could go
Yeah.
Spurs.
That's yeah.
But I see no reason Poch can't go Spurs. Honestly,
No.
Poch, Potter,
Potter. Oh, Postecoglu, yes.
Postecoglu.
There's too many P's.
Yeah, Poch, Potter, Postecoglu.
yeah.
Jeez.
But yeah, so Spurs are 4th still, right? As average and as shockingly
Still.
poor as they've been,
Yeah.
they are 4th.
I don't know how.
And
It's like
I seriously, yeah.
We
I
said
think
it
it's
before we
just that everyone
started.
around them is poor.
everyone outside of the top three.
Yeah,
It's
it
just-
really is. And as much as I want to say it's a 3-horse race, it's
average
not
one.
because we'll move on to
7 very good reasons. That's why it's not
7 reasons as to
three-horse
why
race.
there's not 3 teams in this title race. You have the game from this morning, an absolute humbling, which was so very needed.
Bro, it was a 2:30 a.m. start for us
Yeah.
here. I watched the F1 at 1 a.m. and I flicked over to the Manchester United Liverpool game. I went to bed at like 40 minutes because I was like,
Yeah.
all right, fairs. It's like, yeah, whatever. I wake up 7-0.
7-0. Liverpool have had some big results this year, haven't they? This season.
Yeah,
Bournemouth 9-0
yeah.
after they had their losing
The
streak.
thing is, as average as Liverpool have been, they're still in the top 4.
And this is
Top
what we
4
were
race.
saying. So now they're 3 points off of Spurs with the game in hand on them, and if they win it, they go above them on goal difference and get 4th. They were down there with Chelsea for
Who stops them getting 3rd?
like 4 weeks ago.
Who stops them getting
Yeah.
2nd?
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
exactly. Well, yeah. Anyways.
Wait, no, to be fair,
So if they win that game in hand, they are, I believe, 4 points off United. No, they played the same game as United. I think they're 7 points off United right now.
a couple of maybe even last week, it was Spurs.
Yeah.
Spurs were 3 points off United. I think at same games played.
Yeah.
So they were close as well.
Yeah.
United are now having a game in hand on 2nd.
Yep.
But they are 9 points off them. If they win their game in hand, they'd be 6 points off them.
Yeah.
And then another 5 points off us.
Yeah.
Just want to get that in there.
Yeah.
But Jesus. Yeah, look. You've written here.
So what am I? This is my. So United humbled finally.
Humbled.
Casemiro.
Legit, I went to bed and I was like, I just need them to be humbled.
Yeah. No, it's what they've needed for weeks, man. I'm
And
so happy.
And they were playing all right, so I was like, I'm just going to bed because I'm not seeing a humbling today.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
Casemiro humbled. Lisandro Martinez fumbled the bag big time. That he got dropped. I've never seen someone.
Bro went
what's
to
he looking
another-
at? What
What are you looking at? Bro?
Where'd he turn? Where's he looking? Like
He went to another dimension, bro.
Salah, I've never seen someone do someone's best defender as dirty as that. That is ridiculous. You know the praise he's been getting the last couple of
Bro
weeks.
got sent to Mars, brother.
Oh my!
He thought he saw Messi or something. He was going to get he was going to see his brother. Or
Yeah,
something, but
what on earth was that?
My goodness,
Salah sent him.
He's still looking for Salah.
He still doesn't know where he is.
Minute,
He still has no idea where he's gone.
That picture, the still image,
It's just
of him just like doing a mannequin challenge facing the other way. Like, where are you going, brother? Like, Salah.
So poor. Varane got humbled as
I
well.
didn't think Salah had the facilities anymore, but look at him.
Yeah.
He's putting up decent numbers still.
Yeah.
Casemiro humbled. Lissandro fumbled. What? Varane bumbled. Like what? Like they all just gone. They all got jumbled. Like
keep it going.
Lyricism, brother.
So 2 goals
They're
from
like
each
Dr.
of Liverpool's
Seuss.
forwards. Which there was a tweet that I saw actually before the game that someone said that might be the worst Liverpool front line that they've seen in a while, and they both dropped a brace against them.
Yep.
How that happened is just ridiculous. You got Gakpo scored 2 wonderful goals. His first one was, I really like that.
I think that's harsh calling it the worst Liverpool front line.
Yeah, I don't know.
Salah,
it was really it was just for
Salah
clicks
obviously
anyways,
world
wasn't it?
class.
But
Nunez is, I think, next season. You said as well.
Yes.
He'll find his feet.
Yeah.
Gakpo
hasn't quite been there, but I mean,
He's getting
now in the last couple of games, he
goal.
scored two games in a row, and then he scored this.
Mad.
It was a great goal. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nunez scored 2 goals. He scored a back heel last week.
Did
Like
he?
the flick, remember?
Oh, yeah,
or
yeah,
it was
yeah.
last week or the week before, I can't
Yeah.
remember, but he scored that goal. Scored 2 in this. Good header. One of them was
A bullet header.
one of them, yeah. Elliot smashed it into him,
Yeah.
didn't he? Yeah. I mean, it was
Breaking
close.
his
It was
neck
close to
sort of
goal anyways, but I mean, yeah. And then Salah,
And there
great
was
performance. Smashing volley he scored.
Oh yeah,
That was nuts.
And Firmino scored,
Yeah.
which just after he said he's hanging up his Liverpool boots.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is a sad day for all.
Yeah.
He was a beast on his day for Liverpool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good to see him get a goal.
Yeah.
And Eric Sevenhag.
Eric Sevenhag.
Eric Sevenhag. Eric Seven Up. It's just I can't believe it was 7.
It was so perfect. Like, that's got to be worse. That has to be worse than our 8-2 loss.
At least we scored.
Well, yeah, exactly. You've just conceded 7.
least
7
we
goals
scored.
with no reply, by the way.
Just-
You got
Again-
Rashford who
again,
ghosted.
It's worse because
Yeah,
look,
that's Rashford's biggest game and he ghosted.
we lost 8-2. Yeah, exactly. We lost 8-2 when Manchester United were at the absolute best, right?
Yeah.
Liverpool have been pretty
Average.
awful this season. You just said one of the worst front lines you've
Yeah.
seen in years, and they've held 7 goals to
Yeah.
them. So
Yeah.
it's Bruno Fernandes is just an embarrassment again.
How he is the captain of that club, if they want to move forward, is ridiculous. You've got him sulking at 1-0 down.
Oh,
Just-
take me off.
Yeah, exactly. And then later on is begging Eric Sevenhag to take him off.
I love it. I actually love it. Eric Sevenhag, bro.
The day they concede 10 goals in a game is going to be beautiful.
Eric
by the way.
hold 10 hard,
Yeah.
bro.
But seriously, how that man is the captain of Manchester United Football Club.
It's beautiful.
You've
It's
got
like
one
you've
of
gone
the
from
biggest
Harold Maguire,
punchable faces.
Haroldinho
in the game.
Maguire to Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah. Oh,
And
I'd
it's just-
I'd take Maguire.
Anyway, I'm sick of fucking waffling again.
Yeah.
We're waffling again.
We
We've
are
still got
waffling.
Bournemouth game to talk about.
And we also still have Chelsea. We'll cover Chelsea really quickly. I just really want to say, Chelsea finally won.
Oh,
Finally. Didn't move anywhere in the table, I don't believe. But they finally won a game. 1-0. Fofana goal. Clean sheet. Is this the worst Chelsea team of our generation? is what I've got here.
Considering the
Because
money
I thought about it and I thought,
considering
well,
the money they've spent, I don't think it's the worst on paper,
no,
but the worst performance, absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because even the team that finished 10th in the Leicester winning season, so 2015-16, they finished 10th. That team was Courtois,
Yeah.
Hazard,
Yep.
Azpilicueta, Ivanovic, Terry, Cahill, Matic and Fabregas in the midfield with Oscar,
You know that
Pedro.
clip, that little meme video of that one NBA player rocking up to his training ground, he swipes his card and the door
Yeah,
doesn't
they
open. The second the season finishes, that's going to be Graham Potter trying to rock up to a Chelsea team. They're just going to be like, nah, brother, we do not need you for another
his
season.
card from the
He's gonna be like,
database.
hey, yo, this early, like, yeah, the second, not a second later, they're going to cut him off.
And Michaela Mudryk didn't play. He was on the bench. But he's dodged 007 only because he didn't play. He's still on for it.
Yeah,
He
very
hasn't
much
played that
still on.
7th game yet.
What'd you call him?
But I've got a new slander name. He is he is the blonde Bond.
We are.
If he hits 007, he is the blonde Bond.
Oh, we're so ready for him to hit
I'm
007.
so prepared. It's in the drafts.
The blonde Bond. Just
Oh, I pray so much.
moving on.
Yeah, moving on. So what we've got
Moving
the
swiftly
second
on.
Arsenal game.
What
against
a
Bournemouth.
what a game! Like
a game.
I'm still over the moon.
And
Which-
the worst part of it all, I did not watch a minute of it.
You're a bozo, brother.
I did not watch a minute of it live, and I missed probably what people are saying is one of the best game at the Emirates ever.
Can I go through my messages I sent you?
Yeah,
As
this game was
as I was
playing
watching
out.
it.
Yeah. Okay, so mind you, some context here. I
You
had
had like a 50% blood alcohol level, didn't you? Yeah,
something like that, and I wasn't feeling too great. Right, 10:30, or just before the City Newcastle game, I thought, you know what, I'm going to go to sleep. I was camping, right? I was like, you know what, I'm going to go to sleep. I'm not feeling it. I left early.
Yep.
Go to sleep. I wake up. I had alarm set for the game. I was like, okay, I'm going to wake up in like 2 hours time, watch the game.
Yep.
Right. I wake up at 12 something.
Yep.
Right. So an hour or just under an hour before the game, and I just felt even worse than I did before I went to sleep, and I just was like, no, I'm not watching the game. Took the alarms off, and then I wake up at 1:40.
Yeah.
So
40 minutes
So
in.
nearly half time, right?
Yep.
And your messages came in the second half. It was as the second half was playing out, right? And then I wake up at 3:30. So after the game, I'd woken up 4 times during the night, basically.
Yep.
Wake up at 3:30, and I've checked the score again, and we've won 3-2.
Yep.
Oh well, sorry, 1:40. I'd checked and we were 1-0 down.
Yep.
And I was like, and it was the first minute. I was like, all right, yeah, fair enough.
Yep.
Glad I went to sleep. I'm like, yeah, Sebs, whatever. 3:30 rocks around and we won 3-2, and I've looked, and at Nelson 98th minute goal.
Yep.
And your messages,
Brother, let me read through them real quick. As
I did laugh for a while.
I said at the start, I said before the game, before a ball was kicked, I'm like, Vieira and Odegaard in midfield, we're gonna cook.
We are.
I thought
We cooked.
this Bournemouth team, they don't have the facilities to hold against
Two creative players like that.
And I said on Twitter as well,
Yeah.
Arteta's finally unlocked the pep gene in where he plays like 6 number 10s.
Yeah.
You got Zinchenko, you've got Vieira, Odegaard, Trossard is a creative player, Saka's that creative. Like all in that sort of,
Yeah.
in that area there.
Yeah.
In that one there.
That one.
You know,
This
this one.
one.
This
Not
sort of
one,
area.
This one.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
They've got like 5 or 6 players who can just string a ball.
Yeah.
And then yeah, Smith Rowe come on, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Either way, I didn't say anything for the first goal because my stream cut out.
Yeah.
And like literally as they're in the center circle, like 2 seconds before he kicks off,
Yeah.
my stream lags. So I'm like, all right, I'll just refresh and
And then 10 seconds
I'll
later,
come
you're
back
like,
and it'll be like a throw in up the line or something.
Yeah.
And then I come back and they're celebrating. I'm like, did I press another game? Like, is this a replay of a different game? Like,
You missed
what?
the game. Turns out the game actually started 45 minutes
I'm
ago.
like,
and you,
what?
You clicked from start instead of live.
No, I was absolutely wigging out. And then, yeah, so we second fastest goal in Premier League history.
Yeah,
which,
crazy.
You know what? Fair enough.
Fairs, yeah.
So I got to halftime and I was just deflated. And I messaged you, and all I said was, "Brother."
To which no reply, by the way.
Yeah, just fucking aired.
Because,
And so then then we conceded again, and I was just
rooting. I
Yeah.
was in my bed like.
Yeah. A Michelin man with no air.
I was living in Spain without the S, so it was hard, and then. I don't like you can't translate this because
No.
it's literally just letters.
It's just from word to word.
So it's just basically I just scream Benny,
Yeah. Benny.
which I didn't comment on Party's goal because I was
Yeah.
in that
It was like,
moment,
okay, well,
I was
you
like
know,
okay, I leaned forward. I was like
exactly.
yes,
Yeah. You're like,
okay.
all right, game's on.
60
We gotta focus here
something minute.
Yeah.
We have plenty of time.
Yeah.
We've been destroying them all game.
to get a draw.
We're on, lads.
Yeah.
Yeah. and then fucking Benny Blanco scores.
Yeah.
And
Which was my biggest, for weeks I've said to you, whenever we watch games, I cannot wait until Ben White scores. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see him finally smile and celebrate a goal. And the one game this season that I don't watch, I think I've only missed maybe 2 or 3 this season of every single game, right? And this game, the one that I miss,
Yep.
had no reason not to miss it.
Yep.
And Benny Blanco goes and
Benny
scores,
fucking Blanco.
and his face lights up. Oh, dude, I
It was
cannot
beautiful.
believe it.
It was honestly, it was beautiful
Yeah.
because the Reece Nelson cross, just
Yeah.
the tap in from Benny.
A minute after
just
coming
over the
on,
line.
and he's assisted a goal,
Yep.
Reece Nelson, instant impact.
And I've screamed to Reece, and then just a bunch of
Reece.
letters, and then Reece, and with a bunch of fucking A's and U's and
Yeah.
whatever's after it.
Yeah, whatever you
And-
can find on the keyboard.
And then a couple half an hour later, I've done the same thing with a whole bunch more letters and a whole bunch more foul language.
Yeah.
And I've said a choice word there, and then I've said I'm crying in all caps. And then a minute later, the game ends, and I've said in no caps, just there's no way you'd miss this game.
I hadn't replied
My
to you.
fucking God. And then I said, brother. And then again,
3
brother.
times.
And then, brother, I urge you to rise. My brother in Christ, I do apologize,
I could not believe
but
it.
you've missed the game of the season.
Yeah.
You are
And I woke up to that.
a bozo.
To be fair, I think it was at 3:30, I saw those messages
Yep.
before I'd seen the score,
Yeah.
and I just thought, there is no way.
I've just said, my brother in Christ,
Like, my brother in Christ, I urge you to rise.
I urge you to rise. because
Oh, I cannot believe it.
because I just, in that moment, I declared you King Bozo.
The
Because,
biggest
like,
bozo.
and
Oh.
then, yeah, you responded with all this shit, and then it was 11 o'clock yesterday in the day,
Yeah.
and I said, I declare you a bozo. My emotions, my head is still gone.
Yeah.
Which to this minute, my head is still on Mars.
Yeah.
Which it's painful because it's fucking Bournemouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Dead last.
And you know what? It reminds me of, you remember the game, we've had a couple games against Bournemouth where we've had to come back. We went 3-0 down against them years ago.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
And it was the game after Giroud scored his scorpion kick.
Yeah.
Against Palace.
Against Palace. on
And
New
we were
Year's.
3-0 down to Ryan Fraser, I think a Ryan Fraser
Ryan
brace,
Fraser,
who we were linked
Jesus.
to at the time. And we've come back 3-3. In the last minute, Giroud scored an equaliser.
Yep.
And instead of running back and putting the ball down on the centre circle and trying to get a goal to win it,
Someone's celebrating.
he goes
Giroud's
up
doing
and
the
scores.
scorpion.
He does the scorpion
Yeah.
kick celebration, and I just
You're like, brother, fuck off. Like,
yeah, yeah,
nah, but there's been shouts of a couple things. That Reece Nelson goal
yeah,
being the best era of the best moment in Emirates era,
yeah,
which it's like level or better than the Danny Welbeck against Leicester
Yeah.
one, which I think we'll have to wait till the end of the season to actually
yeah.
decide
Depending
that.
on how the season finishes, I think that will decide it.
But
But
seriously, the absolute fucking limbs. It was just insane. And then
Actually,
there's
the,
also people saying that was our company moment,
yeah.
which who says no?
Dude,
Like,
and if
can't say it
Reece
wasn't.
Nelson is the one that gives us our company moment,
brother,
that is crazy.
Reece Nelson. So
From injury,
I'm on my Emil Smith Rowe height these
Yeah.
last couple of years,
but before Emil,
before Emil, I was a Reece Nelson to the death, and then it was kind of like, which I still am.
Yeah.
I still love the guy,
yeah,
but it looked like he was never gonna make it last.
Yeah.
So I kind of am
Slightly moved on, just a
my
little bit.
Emil team,
but loved it when he started.
I
played
love
and-
it when I just love. He's got 5 goals.
Yeah,
5 goals and assists. not 5 goals and
Oh,
assists,
yes,
5
yes,
GA
yeah.
this season
Yep.
in 85 minutes because
Yeah.
he did the same.
Pretty good.
He came on against Forest
Yeah.
and got 2 goals and an assist.
Yeah.
5 goals and assists, right? That's more than Dick Arlison,
Dick Arlison.
Mudryk, Aubameyang, Felix, and I'm sure a whole host of other players combined. It's more than Anthony.
Yeah.
It's the same as Mason Mount.
Yeah.
It's more than Pulisic.
Yeah.
It's more than João Felix. It's more than Diogo Jota. Actually, did Jota get a goal this morning?
Nope.
I don't know.
Either way, it'd still be more than him.
It's the same as Sancho. And it's the same as Martial.
Same as the blonde bond.
Yeah,
Or
the blonde
more
bond,
than the blonde
more
bond.
than the blonde bond, easily. And the Starboy Garnacho. It's more than
Starboy Rashford or Starboy
Starboy Garnacho.
Starboy Garnacho.
It's more than
Who,
that.
by the way, I want to say, if there's
lowest
anybody who I wish nothing but
failures.
failure to, it is Garnacho. There's just something about him
Yep.
that just makes me think, if this guy makes it to be a good player at United,
Yep.
I think he
We've
might be the
gone
next
downhill.
punchable face.
I feel like he's the first of Gen Z to really be in football.
He
And it
really seems like it, doesn't he?
It affects
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, the day he'll rock up with
Not
like
Gen Z
rainbow
per se,
hair
but
or.
just
Anyways,
anyway, nothing wrong with rainbow hair. But
well,
just
no,
be
there's
the
not,
baller
but-
first. Like,
well, yeah, but I mean, his new blonde hair is.
yeah. Anyway,
Anyways, we move on from that.
anyway, yeah. So another goal conceded from a corner though,
Yeah,
which
Yeah.
we become Leicester.
yeah.
What else we got?
Zinchenko, absolute. Another masterclass that game. I think someone posted a screenshot of the sofa score stats, and what was it? 11 duels won out of
Yeah. It was
your 6.
the
He won
duels.
all
He
6
won so
ground
many.
duels. Won 5 out of 6 aerial duels. I think he had 85 passes, 100 and something ridiculous amount of touches. Absolutely bossed it.
I think we had like 85% possession.
Yeah. Yeah. Something like that.
Absolute nuts.
Ridiculous. And he is instrumental to that team,
so
to the Arsenal team.
He's so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did want to say as well, that's the importance of the depth that we've got.
Yeah.
So obviously Jesus is out and Ketch is out. Trossard started 9.
Yeah.
He came off injured, so that's all our
Yep.
fucking 9s injured. Even our makeshift 9s are injured.
Yeah.
So we put Martinelli there. So we had a hole in the left.
Yeah.
Emil's back just
Yeah.
in time.
Yeah.
We didn't want to give him more than 45 minutes, I
Yeah.
think is the call. So he got bought off. Reece Nelson come on. We just got plenty of depth. Fabio Vieira came in for Xhaka.
Yes. Yep.
And
Which I liked.
yes,
I
like that as well.
liked Vieira in that game instead of Xhaka, and I think a lot of people have been calling for him to start over Xhaka.
I don't think he grabbed his opportunity with 2 hands.
But you know what? It wasn't a
it's
bad
good seeing that
performance,
chance.
and I
And
want to see him play during the
but
week.
he will get another chance midweek.
So,
Might be on the wing though,
yeah, I think. I mean,
because
yeah,
I think Saka's definitely probably most. Oh, maybe he won't. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what lineup we go to.
yeah,
Do you want to talk about that real quick?
yeah, we can talk about that. We'll move on to that, and then we'll quickly go on to predictions. Because
Yeah, very quickly.
again,
'cause
another waffle of a week. We really apologise. I don't know what it is the last 2 weeks.
we just love a
It's
waffle.
not even like we've got lots to talk about. We just,
It's almost like we just love this game.
yeah.
Ian Wright's celebrations were beautiful as well.
Okay, so we've got Europa League game on the Friday against Sporting. Away from home, first leg. Do we want to do score predictions or lineup?
Three.
We'll do lineup predictions.
You know, we can
So
we
we'll
can
like
put
we've-
we can put this prediction in our predictions if you want.
Oh, we could add it. Yeah,
'cause
we
it's
could
an
add
Arsenal
it.
game, so-
Just because. Yeah,
But we
I'm
can
down.
do quick lineups as well.
Yeah. So I want to not necessarily the entire lineup, but just changes from the lineup. What do you think? What do you think changes wise?
Well, I reckon it's going to be pretty. It's going to be
Similar?
quite a few changes.
You reckon?
Mm.
Okay.
So I reckon Matt Turner starts in goal, right?
True. Yep. Forgot he existed.
Tomiyasu.
Yep.
Who do you play?
I think.
So
both.
obviously Kivior's. I think he's definitely going to get minutes.
You
Do you
reckon?
Do you play Rob?
No.
Do you play Gabriel or Saliba?
Saliba Kivior. If Kivior starts, Kivior will have to play on
Which
the left.
I did see he had some quotes.
But I don't know if
recently.
he'll play. You know.
He had some quotes. I think he was. I think someone asked him, "What does Mikel Arteta look at?" And he said he looks at everything. Like, I was hoping to get a few minutes, but he's not giving me. I'm not getting any, but that just means I have to keep being patient.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it looks like he's eager for minutes,
Yeah.
and I think he definitely
Which is
will.
good.
Because he's been good in training.
Yeah.
He's set new training.
Had that
records
under
and
21s
stuff.
game that he played. He was quality in.
Yep. He played 45 minutes,
Yeah.
and they kept a clean sheet up until he went off.
Yeah.
And then he went off, and they lost 1-0. But yeah, I think he'll definitely get minutes. So you reckon Saliba?
Yeah, I think Saliba
I'm okay with
Kivior.
that. I'm okay with giving Gabriel a rest.
Yeah. Yeah. Left-footed ball playing centre back Kivior.
Yep.
Um,
And
Yeah, I
then
like that.
Saliba, and then on the left, I think Tierney.
do you reckon?
Because, and this might be controversial,
Tierney?
but I'm going to go Jorginho.
Okay.
I'm going to go Vieira in for Odegaard.
Okay.
I'm going to go Zinchenko.
Oh, in for Odegaard.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm going to go Zinchenko in for
So
Xhaka.
a midfield of Zinchenko, Vieira. Oh, sorry, Jorginho, Zinchenko, Vieira.
Yep.
That's like an added together height of about 12 feet.
So?
That's fine. But also,
12 feet, you know.
that's like, it is. Look at them. They're all tiny.
Then again,
Jorginho's not that small to be fair, but Vieira and Zinchenko are tiny.
I might have to leave Odegaard in because I do want to rest Saka.
Yeah.
And do we put Reece on the right?
Well, I don't know. Do you reckon Reece starts? Like, obviously a great performance, but I don't know if he starts.
I don't see why he doesn't.
No, I don't see why he doesn't either. But
If there's ever a time
my
to start
prediction
him.
for this lineup is, for the most part, not really.
Do we rest Saka though? Because or do we get it done first?
Not a
game?
chance that we're going to. Realistically, do I want to rest Saka? I would rather go into this game, get maybe a 2-goal lead going into the home game, and I would feel so comfortable. And I think we need to do that. Obviously, we've got a tough game on the weekend against Fulham. After that game, I think we need to be going out here and pushing for a win so that we can then rest players come the second leg.
Well, what's your front line then?
My front line is.
Yeah, wait, do you agree with the back four?
Okay, so no, I don't agree with that.
Okay, well we'll go.
I
go
think
from the front.
Turner,
Never mind.
Tomiyasu, yes. Despite his performances recently,
I think this is a
been
good
bit
chance
average.
for him to. Yeah.
Obviously, I said Kivior or Saliba. I'm unsure whether Kivior will play. I feel like it'll still be a Gabriel Saliba.
I think it's a stitch up if he doesn't.
I don't know.
When else does he get minutes?
I don't know. I don't think
I think
in the
he'll be
previous
fuming if he
Europa
doesn't.
League games that we played, in the previous one this season, in the group stage, we didn't really change our team much,
That's
did we?
because we didn't
have the depth. That's right. That's true. Good point. Okay, well, let's say Kivior or Saliba.
Yep.
I still think Zinchenko on the left.
Okay.
I think we'll go Xhaka.
I think Tierney will play because he's a massive part of the team as well.
I think if Tierney doesn't play,
And
then there's definitely a reason why he
I
should
think
leave.
he would have been promised Europa League
Yeah,
minutes.
true. Either way, I'm going to stick with Zinchenko
Yeah,
because I'm not going to move my decision.
Yeah, fair.
Jorginho, Xhaka, Odegaard.
Okay. Rest
No,
in party
sorry. Take it back. Jorginho, Vieira, Odegaard.
Okay, same as Odegaard and Vieira. Yep.
Yeah.
Resting Shaka again.
Yeah.
I think Shaka's got the engine.
No, I don't know.
He started every game in the Premier League since January 2022.
Yeah.
And he's always been that guy. He never gets injured. He's got the engine that he can play 60 games a season, he'll be fine. So resting him 2 games in a row, I don't know.
But if Xhaka plays, then Vieira doesn't, in my opinion. Like, as in, he's not going to go out and play on right. I think Saka starts. Saka starts for sure. That's not a doubt.
Okay.
For me, there's no doubt.
Try and get it done first half.
Yeah, that's what I reckon. And he's played every game this season.
Yep.
Basically.
Yep.
Right? Saka, Martinelli. Who plays 9?
That's what I was going to say. Is Nketiah fit? If not, is Trossard fit? If not, Martinelli 9.
I think if Nketiah's fit, he'll play.
Smith Rowe another 60 minutes.
Nah.
Who's on left then? Who's 9?
Martinelli.
Who's 9?
Nketiah if he's fit.
He wasn't even in the squad. For Bournemouth, he wasn't even in the squad. So
Okay, well then Reece plays left and Martinelli plays right.
You're playing Reece
Martinelli
over
plays
Emil.
striker. Yeah. You know what? This is a shout that you're not going to enjoy.
Bro,
right?
Emil got an assist as well.
This is a shout you're not going to enjoy.
You're going to
right?
say, I know what you're going to say.
Since Emil's come back, yes, he's been limited numbers.
Bro was on the bench. Bro was injured for like 8 months.
He's not the same. Reece has been injured for
barely had a
half
chance,
the season.
bro.
And he's come back and he's dropped
He's
in
barely had a
85 minutes. Like you
chance.
said, 85 minutes, he's got 5 goals and assists. Reece is that guy, by the way.
He is. He's so cold with it. But look,
But you know what? I think Emil's still that guy. I think he still can be that guy. But you
Either
know what?
way,
I think
right.
it's going to take a lot more than just a couple of games for him to get back into the group of things.
Either way, I win. because Reece and Emil are
you
my
backed
boys.
both of them for years. Yeah, fair.
But
I don't know. I really don't know what that front line looks like. But I'm gonna stick with. I'm gonna say if Nketiah is fit, he plays 9.
I'm
If
happy to
not,
put Martinelli 9 and either Emil or Reece on the left. But it's just who you start.
I really don't
It
know.
really, I
It's
reckon
a tough position.
It's really
hey?
going to be interesting. We said we'd be
Get
quick on
Cozy
this, but
Jubri
it's
in.
on the bench.
Yeah.
Whack him on the bench.
Give one area start at striker.
Go 7-0 at halftime,
Yeah.
and then
Bring back John Jules from
Tyrese, brother.
from loan and just bring
haven't heard from Tyrese in
Yeah.
ages.
But okay, we should probably move on from this. Actually, quick score prediction. What are your score prediction?
Oh fuck, put me on the spot like that.
Mine's 2-0 Arsenal. I hope
Yeah.
so. That's what I'm hoping.
I think it'll be closer at home than we think. 3-1 to the Arsenal.
All right.
1-3.
Either way, two goal leads.
Take a 2-goal home.
Yeah, I think that's good, and that's what I want. So, all right, let's do predictions. We're gonna try and do this as quick as we can,
wrap
so
this
we can
bitch
do
up
it
real quick.
under what we did last week.
Let's go, baby. You got yours there?
It's on my phone. So, do you want to go first? What game have you got first?
Brentford and Fulham.
Fulham. Brentford
Brentford and
and
Fulham.
Fulham.
Fulham and Brentford.
Where am I?
I've gone for an away. You know what? This was tough. I sat on this.
Are we bringing this into it? This Arsenal game, this Arsenal Sporting game?
Nah.
No, this isn't Premier League predictions.
Yeah, fuck it.
Even though we did it with the Carabao Cup final. But
Brentford,
anyways, moving
Fulham.
on.
Brentford Fulham,
Which is tomorrow.
which is tomorrow at 6 a.m.
Tomorrow morning.
This is a really tough one to call.
Yeah.
Because these two and Brighton are kind of the underdogs.
And the dogs.
Underdogs. So I've gone 2-1 to Fulham.
Okay.
An away win.
Okay. Originally, I had this down as a 1-0 to Fulham, but I then changed it, not now, but earlier, to a 1-1. I believe this game, like you said, is hard to predict. This could go any way.
Yep.
I did a little bit more research this week because I need to come back. Oh, actually, hold on.
Oh yeah, let's get
We need
the.
to do this. Unfortunately, I have to. Oh, we have to provide the information of a deep loss that I'm in right now. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm already
Can I get
picking
this
out what
ready?
shirt I want. I'm already picking out. So if you're not watching
This week
us,
I got 6 points and Dan got 7,
Yep.
meaning he increases his lead. Is decent, but also still. I can come back.
yeah,
But it's gonna be tough.
you can be, you won't. So.
But anyways, back to it.
Back to it. Bournemouth, Liverpool. What
Because
you
I
got?
don't want to talk about it. Bournemouth, Liverpool. Okay, so did you say yours?
No.
Okay, but I'll go first. Bournemouth, Liverpool. Did
They
some
won
research.
9-0.
Yes, they did win
In the
9-0
reverse.
in the reverse leg. However, I think... Okay, so this exact game, so Liverpool away from home here.
Mm-hmm.
The last 3 games that they've played against Bournemouth, they've won 3-0. Oh, I believe 4-0, 4-0 and 3-0.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Lines
this
up
one
with
I've
what
gone
I
3-0.
Sick. What, to
Stick with
Bournemouth?
Yeah.
To
to Liverpool.
Yeah,
Liverpool.
well, look, I'm going to make it nice quick. I did the exact same thing.
Oh, nice, good stuff.
So, yeah.
All right, Everton, Brentford. So another Brentford game, but obviously away from home.
Yep.
Everton.
I went 1-1.
Okay.
Which I know I said Brentford to lose to Fulham.
Okay.
And now I've said 1-1 for
Yeah, so they're dropping points
them
here.
again.
They're dropping serious pointage.
Yeah, I've got him
you.
dropping pointage. Because I think Tony, it's a matter of time before he's evicted.
Before he's put in jail.
He's voted off the island. and please put out your torch and leave the island.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know if he wants to put in a last hurrah before
Yeah.
he goes. But, yeah, 1-1 I've gone.
Yeah.
I think Sean Dyche will have the grit to get something out of this.
I've said a 3-1 win for Brentford.
Oh,
I don't know why I've said that, actually. I just have a feeling. I have a sneaking suspicion. I didn't do research for this one.
I didn't do research for any of them.
Well, yeah, that's because you obviously don't care about your 6-point lead that you've got.
Because when I did do research, which was like match week 24, I got one result. I got 2 results exactly right, and then the rest I got wrong. So it's
Well, that's still a decent amount of points.
It's still alright. It's still alright to be fair. But
I'm hearing complaining for no reason.
okay. Buddy.
So yeah, 3-1 Brentford. I think comfortable actually.
Leeds Brighton.
And that's after their draw to Fulham. I've got
Leeds Brighton.
Sorry, I'm waffling. Leeds Brighton. I've gone for a 2-1 win for Brighton here. This is actually a low scoring game. I've seen. Yeah.
You research all these games.
Why are you changing your scores here, buddy?
I'm changing yours, bro.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Come on, Bose.
Yeah. So 2-1. You haven't even. Oh, you do. Sorry. Leeds Brighton. I've said 2-1. 2-1 Brighton.
I said 3-1 to Brighton.
All right. Nice. Good job.
Anyway,
Moving on.
moving
Leicester Chelsea. Fucking
Leicester Chelsea. I went 1-1.
1-1.
Which Chelsea away from home.
Yeah.
They've scored 1 goal in the last 6 years.
Yeah.
Leicester, Harry Souttar could be his chance to get a goal. But yeah, I think 1-1 pretty boring.
Yeah. Obviously, Leicester, we've been saying, down the relegation battle.
Leicester.
They're just plainly average. 1-0 loss to us. 1-0 loss to Southampton on the weekend. 3-0 loss to United. Haven't scored in ages. Hence why I've actually just said right here that they're going to beat Chelsea 2-1.
Oh, go on.
Yeah. I think they're going to score 2 goals.
I'd have that. I'd absolutely have that.
Yeah. I don't know why. I think Leicester are just a bit weird like that.
Yeah, fair.
There's a lot of teams that are a bit weird, aren't they?
Much
Anyways,
like Spurs and Forest.
Yeah.
Which are fucking very weird.
Spurs in the Forest.
Spurs in the Forest. They are in the Forest. They're in the thick of it currently. What do you got?
Quality. I've got 3-0. I think comfortable for Spurs.
I've agreed. I think every time they sort of drop points, they do bounce back a little bit.
Yeah.
Their defense tightens up more than anything.
Yeah.
Harry Kane's in need of a goal.
Yeah.
So is Son. So is
Kulusevski.
So I've gone 2-0.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to have the same.
No, bozo.
Palace City.
Another bogey team for Manchester City.
Yeah.
But I think they're...
Kind of, actually. You know what? I thought about that. I thought, this is the bogey team. And then when I had a look, not really, hey.
Yeah. I think City are just going to... They're getting serious now.
Yeah.
They've leaned forward. They got their sweatbands on and they're playing sweaty. They're playing sweaty. So I've gone 4-1 to Man City away from home.
4-1 to Man City.
4-1.
You know what? So I've said this is, like you said, bogey team. I said 2-1 to City. But I do think I think it's going to be tight-ish.
I hope so. I hope it's tighter than what I've said. But
I think City will win. I keep putting that City will drop points, but I don't know.
Yeah. And you're dropping points as a result.
I think I'm going to drop points here. But anyways, moving on to the Arsenal game, which is Fulham versus Arsenal, away from home.
Fulham's second
Tough game actually. Yeah, true.
Although I think this is on a Monday, so maybe a
Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh yes,
Sunday,
yeah.
Sunday night.
Sunday night for the men in the north.
Yes. What do you got? Pretty straightforward, or
no, not straightforward. 2-1 win. It'll be a win. I've always got to back the boys, but
I didn't really. What I've seen is basically we're better away from home. We've kept more clean sheets away from home.
That's true.
But I didn't really think about how Fulham have got goals come from everywhere.
Yeah,
really.
and that's
Solomon's
what I've
balling,
got.
Williams balling, Andreas Perez balling, and just the whole pretty much midfield is just going off.
Yeah,
but I've gone 2-0. I've done the clean sheet ting.
Yep.
Put Ramsdale level with Nicholas Pope. With the Pope himself.
The Pope.
And yeah.
The Pope to poke at home.
I'm hopeful for a win and a clean sheet.
Yeah.
United
Southampton. This is a big game in terms of score for us.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you got?
3-0.
3-0.
Southampton.
3 doozies versus none. Yeah, Southampton are average.
3-0. Not able to overturn the 7 goals that they did concede to Liverpool, but I think they.
But definitely just to come as in I think that is what they'll do. I think this will be a very simple game for them.
Yep.
Just to say
3-0. Just
yes,
to be
we
like,
lost 7-0, but this is
yes, we're bozos, but we're not that much of bozos.
Yeah, we're not that stupid.
Although they could give them a challenge.
And
Southampton
you know what? It'll give them another week where they think they're still in the title race.
Southampton have pushed pretty much a lot of top 6 teams.
That's true.
They're a very physical team. We'll see how United handle it, really.
Yeah. I said 4-0.
I feel like there could be a red card in that game. Just an inkling.
That's true. Yeah.
4-0.
Yeah.
Southampton as well.
4-0 to,
That does make 7 in our predictions. I've said 3, you said 4. We make 7 goals.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, 007.
Just anyway, want to put that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good stuff. West Ham Villa.
West Ham versus...
Which this is the game that we've decided that we're going to put our goal scorer prediction on.
The English Sevilla. Because it's just Villa.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, and Sevilla are ass and Villa are just...
Anyways, as you were. West Ham Villa, how'd you go?
How did I go?
Yep.
I said 1-0 West Ham.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay.
1-0 West Ham home win. Haven't actually got many home wins here, which I've just realised that. think I'm taking a large L this week. But anyways, moving on. Your goal scorer. Actually, no. Do your prediction.
Yeah, relax, buddy. I've gone 2-2.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, lots of goals.
You think goals, bro?
West Ham are capable of scoring them, as we saw last week before. They're capable of conceding them, as we saw this week. So
Nice.
I think 2-2. Villa, well, although they didn't score against Palace, they got an own goal for them. But I don't know.
Okay, well, just out of interest.
Unai Emery is the most pragmatic bloke you've ever seen. He'll score 2, then he'll concede 2.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, true. So obviously you've got a lot of goals to choose from, a lot of goal scorers. Who do you think it'll be? Actually, what team do you think?
I've got Ben Rama for West Ham.
For West Ham as well. Okay. Well, I thought you would have gone Villa.
No,
because I went West Ham as well, obviously, because I said 1-0.
Yeah, of course.
And my goal scorer is Danny Ings against his forward team.
I should have said Danny Ings.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, fair.
I think that's just written in the script already. They've already had it. They've already got it there.
The Premier
It's
League
like set
script.
for next
It's been
week.
written for years.
Yeah,
anyway,
exactly.
so.
Yeah, it has.
No, fair. That's a good shout. I've said Ben Rama. I think. I don't know. Oh, Danny Ings will probably take a penalty now, won't he?
Probably.
But yeah, I thought Ben Rama would take a penalty. But
Yeah.
whatever. Newcastle Wolves.
Newcastle Wolves, I've gone for the deadest game you could possibly think of
Yeah, pretty much.
in a 0-0.
Yeah, pretty much.
Newcastle struggling to score. Wolves always have struggled to score. Been a bit better lately, but Newcastle are better defensively. Not as much. I think this should just be a boring game.
Yeah,
I think nothing in this at all.
fair.
And another dropped 2 points for Newcastle.
I've gone pretty much the same. In that it'll be a pretty shitty game, but Newcastle will win 2-0.
They'll see it out.
Easy. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair
They'll
enough.
see it out. They'll see it.
Well,
through,
what
and
I
then
actually like about this is that
get their credentials.
have
back
we
on
got?
board,
We've got one game that's the same scoreline.
which is
The Liverpool game.
Bournemouth Liverpool.
Yeah. Well,
So
it's pretty
for
good.
once-
So this could be a pretty swift.
once
This
we're
could be a
different.
change around this week. We could have some serious pointage going on.
Serious pointage.
Yeah.
Most of them we've gone the same team to win though.
Yeah.
Other things like West Ham Villa, I've gone for a draw. West Ham Villa, you've
There's
gone
some
for a
changes
win.
in scoreline, which
Newcastle,
opens
I've
it
gone
up.
for a win. Newcastle, you gone for a draw. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go.
Alrighty. Well, that's pretty. That's predictions for 20. What do we got? 28. 20.
Thanks for tuning into Sons of the Waffle episode 8.
Sons of the Waffle episode 8. Yeah, we are. So we've got episode 10 coming up soon, which we may be able to start prefacing that, like you said earlier, you are going to the England-Italy game. For what reason are you going to the England-Italy game, Daniel?
To see soccer.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it is.
So
That's all
I'm
it is,
going.
really.
I'm going on a European holiday. So
The European dream.
So the missus basically said to me, "Let's go on a European holiday.
Yeah.
Let's go June, July." I said, "Go fuck yourself. There's no footy on then." There's no.
I'm
footy
not
on.
wasting a trip to Europe to not go see the
To
boys
not
kick
see
ball.
footy. So basically, she's like, "All right, well, when is there footy on?" I said, "Well, depends when we want to go, and it's let's go see the title-winning season." So
Oh yeah.
we're going 21st of March. We leave, so we've got this week, next week, and then the week after we'll do another episode.
Which is 10.
two
So
more.
10 is the day before you leave.
Yep.
Which is perfect, I think.
Episode 10, and then so we won't be doing podcasts for about 6 weeks,
Unfortunately.
but we will try and do other content, match reactions.
Yeah,
I might
exactly. Keep active.
Get some content from over there.
Yeah.
I might wait outside Saka's house for a while.
Yeah.
And
Just get a video of him
just-
walking out.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
And just get a 3-second video, blurry video of him walking
Yeah.
out. So
But we'll do some newer stuff in terms of content, like as in staying active and, like you said, match reactions. And we're
we're not going to drop off. Basically, it's just it's
No,
an opportunity to
we're not
do.
looking
to
at
branch
taking
out
a
and do
rest
more
here.
stuff.
We're trying new things. That's
No
our
days
that's
off.
our period of trying new things.
Yep. But yeah, essentially, I'm going to Europe, and I've based my whole holiday around these games. So I'm going to an England-Italy game.
Yeah.
Then we're in Amsterdam. I'm going to see an Ajax game.
Yeah.
While I'm in Italy, I'm seeing Inter versus Fiorentina.
That's a good game.
And then I'm trying to get tickets to 2 Arsenal games, which,
Too difficult because we
Bro.
are too good.
bro, it's impossible to get tickets. If anyone's even still listening, please
Wish him luck because
Please
it's
help me
difficult.
get tickets, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. If anyone
I'm
listening has
struggling.
any sort of connection.
I'll,
But,
I'll do all sorts.
yeah. Yeah.
And then, I'm going to see a women's game.
Yeah.
Which Chelsea-Leicester, I think, is the game because there's no Arsenal women playing.
Yeah.
I'm in France, but the PSG ticket's like $500.
But Samantha Kerr, that is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to watch.
PSG ticket's like $500. So I'm like, yeah, no.
Mm.
Yeah, no. I'd love to see the GOAT, but
Yeah. Bit too much. Bit too much money.
anyway, I think that'll do us.
Yeah, that will do us because this has been too long. Once again, another 85-minute episode.
Sons of the Waffle.
Hope you enjoyed Sons of the Waffle episode 8.
Keep an eye on our socials. We're still posting clips. We're posting different stuff. We do TikToks, a whole bunch of Instagram reels and everything too. So just of our opinions, which no one really cares, but we like sharing it anyway.
We love just chatting.
We like sharing how much we don't know ball.
Yeah.
As everyone reminds us very frequently. So
yeah.
Anyway,
so we'll see you again next Monday. As always, stay tuned for the most consistent podcast in the Southern Hemisphere. Back again, but we'll be back soon in a week's time. See ya.